guys, welcome to the channel. Today I have one action movie and one thriller for you.
You had a dream about a murder. What you think you saw and what you think that you know. It's only a nightmare. You don't want every moment of your life to be a big screaming nightmare, do you, Danny?
And the first movie is Domestic Disturbance from 2001, starring John Travolta, Vince Vaughn, and Steve Buscemi. So John Travolta plays a divorced guy that runs a boat restoration company, and he has a son with his ex-wife that has now met a new husband played by Vince Vaughn. And Vince Vaughn is a guy that has a lot of money, and he spreads this money around in this little town that they're living in. And John Travolta's son, he doesn't like Vince Vaughn. So Steve Buscemi plays this weird, suspicious character, and he crashes John Travolta's ex-wife's wedding with her new man, that's played by Vince Vaughn. And apparently Vince Vaughn's character owes this Steve Buscemi character some money, and they know each other from the old days. So this situation is really, really weird now. And Vince Vaughn's character doesn't want him at the wedding, and he doesn't want anything to do with this guy where anyone else can see them together. So they decide to meet up later at a motel somewhere. And at the same time, when Vince Vaughn's character is going to meet this guy played by Steve Buscemi, their son, or John Travolta's ex-wife's their son, he hides in the back of Vince Vaughn's truck and goes along with Vince Vaughn to the meeting without Vince Vaughn even knowing that he's in the car. So when they have their meeting in Vince Vaughn's car and talking about money owed and stuff like that, apparently Vince Vaughn has never planned on paying this guy, and he stabs him in the back with a screwdriver or something like that and kills him instantly. And John Travolta's son witnessed the whole situation and the murder, and he runs to the police and tells them everything, and he tells his father, John Travolta, everything he saw. But Vince Vaughn has cleaned up everything, and there is no trace of a murder, and no one, not even the police or his father, believes him that Vince Vaughn killed the guy. But new stuff keeps happening, and the situation gets weirder and weirder and more intense. So this movie is a great thriller, and both John Travolta and Vince Vaughn plays their role very, very good. And you have never seen Vince Vaughn in a role like this before. His role is very, very dark, and he plays this real psychopath in this movie, and he does a real good job on it. So if you haven't seen this thriller, I can really recommend it to you.
$2 million a month for the operations and names of every undercover agent in the world.
Well, the schedule's gonna change.
Drop Zone.
And the second movie is Drop Zone from 1994, starring Wesley Snipes and Gary Busey. This is a great action movie that's all about skydiving, and the aerial stunts in this movie are amazing, and they really do some dangerous stunts in this movie, and you're on the edge the whole time.
You are way out of your league, way out.
So Wesley Snipes plays this tough cop that is transporting a criminal on an airplane, and this criminal is some kind of renegade hacker, computer hacker that knows his way into every system. And all of a sudden in the airplane ride, when Wesley Snipes and his brother, that's also a cop, is transporting this guy, and there is a terrorist attack on the plane. And they blow a big hole in the airplane, and people start flying out of the airplane. And among these people flying out are these terrorist skydivers. And they cut off the renegade hacker's finger. They have also taken him hostage. And there's a big explosion on the plane, and Wesley Snipes' brother gets sucked out of the airplane, and Wesley Snipes is unconscious. And the plane crashes, And the aftermath of this event is that everyone thinks that the terrorists are dead and the renegade hacker are dead. But Wesley Snipes' character is convinced that something very fishy has happened and that this computer hacker is still alive and someone rescued him from the plane. And apparently these terrorists that were on the plane needed this renegade computer hacker for the drug operation, and these terrorists are ex-military and they are experts in skydiving. And Wesley Snipes' character, the cop, he is doing in his own investigation because no one is in the police department believes him. And he comes to the conclusion that they are skydivers, and he takes help from an expert in skydiving that's a woman. And from there things get really fun because now all of the action starts, and Wesley Snipes' character is really on the rampage to find his brother's killers and get hold of this renegade hacker so he can bring him in. So this is a great movie, amazing action movie. If you haven't seen it, I can really recommend it. Gary Busey is playing this bad guy, but he's an expert in skydiving. And they do some crazy heists on rooftops to get into buildings, so they skydive onto rooftops to get there. And yeah, this is an amazing movie with a lot of great aerial stunts. So if you haven't seen it, just go watch it. Okay, that was all I had for you today. If you have seen these movies, please let me know in the comments what you thought about them. And please like and subscribe my video. And I will see you in my next video. And as always,
stay gold. Good boy.